By now, we all know the famous scene quite well. Kylo brings Rey before Snoke, Kylo tricks Snoke, Kylo tries to get Rey to join him, and Rey tries to turn Kylo back to the light side. What a dramatic series of events. Who would have thought that it would turn out like that? Decisions, choices, leading them to such unpredictable events. But here's an interesting thought. What if it wasn't so random? What if, perhaps, it was all completely planned out? Let's theorize for a moment that Snoke and Kylo actually concocted the events in the throne room, working together to put on a show. But why would they do this? What do they benefit? Well, remember that Rey is trying to turn Kylo back to Ben Solo. She claims to see light in him. So, if they set it up to look like Kylo had turned and killed Snoke, Rey then immediately lowers her guard and begins to accept him. Even if they stay on opposite sides, one light and one dark, she will always have a desire to try and save Ben. It's just like Snoke said, weakness when properly manipulated can be a very sharp tool. He implants feelings into people to begin to unravel them from the inside out. It has been theorized many times before that Snoke is actually after Rey. He believes that she is far more powerful. But not just more powerful, she is also very cunning and very intelligent. So naturally, in order to control her actions, you must force her to react and think differently. Snoke is doing what he does best, controlling minds and setting up pieces on the chessboard. So how did they pull this off? Well, for this particular theory, I'm going to suggest that Snoke may not have actually been there. I mean, we saw the exact same thing when Luke projected himself, so there's good reason to think that Snoke can also manipulate this power. Then, Kylo puts the blade through him, and Snoke acts accordingly by putting on a great show. A major clue for this theory is that if you pay close attention when Snoke is actually cut in half, there doesn't seem to be any kind of force energy leaving his body. He reacts as any person would being chopped in half. Remember that we clearly see force energy leaving Sidious when he dies, and I assume that Snoke is just as powerful as he was. Maybe Snoke knew that he could cheat death. In my last video, I discussed the possibility of Snoke returning as a very powerful Force ghost. It could be that he was so powerful with the dark side, and our knowledge of the Force has expanded so much, that beyond his physical form is his true, raw, untamed energy, and he can still fully control people from this existence. There is also the wild possibility that he may actually still be alive. Of course, this is a big stretch, but then again, famous characters like Darth Maul, who was cut in half, and even General Grievous, who was pieced back together in a mechanical suit, returned in some shape or form. Remember guys, no one is ever truly gone in the Star Wars universe. It's just a matter of when and if they come back. At least, that's how I see it. So now I turn this conversation over to all of you. What do you guys think about the theories that I've presented in this video? Do you think that the events in the throne room were all a show to drive Rey down a certain path? And before I get out of here, I want to give a big shout out to Joseph E. Sablen for the ideas behind this video. Leave all of your thoughts and opinions down below in the Great White Void, and as always, until next we meet, stay in a galaxy far, far away.